Hey, Sports Talk, what's up, man? You hear it here first. You know, I said it a little bit on my last couple stuff, but last video. But I'm saying it again. There's a possibility after the Super Bowl today, Andy Reid might retire. He might call it quit. You know, he played what? He did 13 seasons with the Eagles. Right, they went to the playoffs 9 times, 9 postseason in 13 years, 5 NFC Championship games, and 1 Super Bowl. You know, with a record of 130 wins, 93 losses, and one draw. You know, and then 11 season with the Chiefs. You know, 11 season with the Chiefs. That's a great record. You know what I mean? A great record in 11 years. And 11 years with the Chiefs, he's done enough. You know, I took them to multiple Super Bowl to build a dynasty. And that's a lot. 11 season, 3 Super Bowl. 269 wins. The guy's a great coach. Andy Reid has done enough. But dealing with his son, or of course, with his DUI, he hit a 5-year-old girl, and that guy's he's never gonna coach again in the NFL, even though he's Andy Reid's son. That was that. The Chiefs didn't want to renew his contract; they were done with him. But Andy Reid has done again, he's done a lot from the time with. You had Donovan McNabb. He was able to build Donovan McNabb, able to build Patrick Mahomes, working with him. Of course, you always had great coaches. You always had great coaches around him to do that. But the guy has done enough. So enough in the NFL to relax. They won a championship right now. Yes, they're a dynasty. I know a lot of people gonna say, why would you? Why would he resign now after winning all the Super Bowls? But it just he's done enough. You will go down in history as one of the greatest coaches in the NFL. Andy Reid will go down as one of the greatest coaches in the NFL. Better than Landry, all those guys, greatest coach ever. Better than Belichick. To win back to back Super Bowl, that's a lot to build a team like that. Nobody give the Chiefs a chance. I know I didn't give the Chiefs a chance. This year when they started, they didn't give them a chance. There was no path for them to do that. I didn't see that coming, but they're able to do what they needed to do to do it. So, but the Chiefs right now, they're gearing themselves. They're preparing for the possibility of retirement of Andy Reid retiring. That's what the Chiefs doing right now. They're preparing right now for Andy Reid to retire, and they know it's coming. He told them that before, dealing with his sons, dealing with his family issues, of course, and it took a lot. It took a lot every year to do that. But he told ownership. It might come to the end. It might be the end for him, to just relax. So as a coach, the guy's a coach. He's done a great job. You have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick with him and Patrick Mahomes with that team, the way they keep doing it, man, I could see them win 10 Super Bowl together. 10 Super Bowls. Like, who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna stop them? I don't see a team yet that's ready to stop them. They don't have that. That's why you see Tyreek Hill right now. Tyreek Hill is hurt, saying that he wished that he didn't leave Kansas City. Hey, it's not you, because he thought it was him that giving the championship. Homeboy, it's not you. They going to 2 Super Bowl without you. You were just happy you were just part of that team. You needed them. They didn't need you. They didn't need you, man. So, but you hear it here first. There's a possibility. Well, Kansas City Chiefs, they're gearing up right now. They're preparing right now. for an Andy Reid departure, for an Andy Reid retirement. So it might be after the Super Bowl today. You might hear it next week. You might hear it next month, whatever. But that's something he thought about with his family, having his son in jail, all that stuff. He thought about all that stuff, and he wants to focus on his. He wants to be home for to deal with his family, drug problems or drug issues. You want to deal with his family. You want to be home. The guy's on the road. He's out there. He's doing a lot. It took a lot to be a coach. The preparation, all that stuff you got to do. The recruiting, the draft, all that stuff. It took a lot, and so he wants to be there more. For he have all the money in the world anyway. He has all the money in the world. He won all the Super Bowl. Now he can step away in peace. That's why. That's why after Eric Bieniemy left the Commanders, when he didn't get the head coaching job, then Quinn told him, we don't need your service anymore. He went to Kansas City. He could, they offer Andy Reid offered him a job as a special assistant, but he said he's gonna take a year off to relax. So there's a possibility Eric Bieniemy would transition himself to be the head coach of Kansas City Chiefs in case Andy Reid decides to step down. So that's coming. You hear this. You hear it here first. That was the news. Again, that's something I didn't want to talk about because I wanted to make sure. Again, when somebody tell you something like that, it's straight. I'm not gonna tell you where it's coming from, but it's coming straight. You don't want to talk about it, but when I talk about it, I have clearance to talk about it. But there's a possibility Andy Reid after the Super Bowl might retire. Anyway, man, the Los Angeles Lakers, you see, they didn't make any move. They didn't trade any players. They didn't trade any player, but there's a possibility. Right now, they will have three first round picks next year. They're discussing right now the possibility of packaging the 3 first round picks to have Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young. There's a possibility the Lakers might trade because they have three first round picks next year. So there's a possibility that they could package those 3 first round picks to have Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young. People talking about Kyrie Irving. Forget that. Kyrie was a free agent. Well, come on. If you wanted to be part of the team, you could have done that. So you took the money, please. Yeah. Shout out to Lewis Hamilton, man. Shout out to Lewis Hamilton, man. He won the Ferrari. Wow. The 7-time Formula One champion. He's set to become the highest paid driver, and with his new deal, earning $100 million. I'm happy for him, man. Lewis Hamilton. He's a 7-time Formula One champion, and he's set to become the highest paid driver with his new deal, earning him $100 million. LeBron James and Steph Curry combined with $99.5 million. And this guy's have $100 million contract. Shout out to him, man. He's making his money. Shout out to him. Let me see. LeBron James about to hit 40,000 points. He's in the verse to do that. Pat Riley, man. Pat Riley is the greatest negotiator, greatest ever, right? Pat Riley was a hot coach back then, right? Miami wanted Pat Riley. They wanted Pat Riley. Pat Riley came and said, look, that's what I tell people. You have to believe in yourself. How do you value yourself? If you don't value yourself high, somebody else not going to see your value. Most people will see it, but don't shortchange yourself. Pat Riley, that man is the GOAT. Here's what he did with Miami, right? Pat Riley in 1995, leaving the Knicks, You know, with the Knicks in Miami, coming to coach Miami, all the stuff going on, you know, but he made a demand. Here's what he wanted in his contract. He signed a $50 million contract, right? 20% ownership stake on the team, right? $500 per diem, limo to the game, limo to and from the game, right? So and the Heat needed to buy out his LA and New York City home. Team president and head coach. That was his contract. So for him to go to Miami, Miami Heat owners had to buy his home in LA and New York. Yo, that's a G, man. He said, "Okay, I'll come and coach for you. I'll come and coach for you." At the time, he was the highest coach. He was the hottest coach. He told them, "I'll come to Miami to coach you to make you a championship." And so far, he delivered them three championships. Right? He said, "Okay, 3 or 4 championships, whatever." He delivered them. 2 with LeBron. Yeah, is it one with Shaq? One or that one with D? Three championships. Anyway, but part of the contract, that's what I'm saying. You got to know your worth. When somebody say, how do you? Okay, you could look for how somebody will gonna value you, but how do you value yourself? Part of his contract, he said, "Okay, I'll do this. I'll come in. Yes, I'm the head coach, right? I'm the head coach, and I want to transition from the head coach to team president. When I could groom somebody to be the head coach, I could be the team president. That was part of the deal. But they had to buy. The owner had to buy his New York home and LA home. He didn't want to deal with that. He said, no. You got to buy those. They were on the market for a while. He said, you got to buy them. That was part of the deal. The owner did that. And they had to give him a limo to and from the arena. Right? $500 per diem. They had to pay him. And he had 20% ownership of the Miami Heat. That's a G right there, man. If that's not a G, I don't know. Yeah. And hey, man, shout out to the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers spent, they went on a $1 billion spending spree to get the players, man. Shout out to them, man. They did a good job. Again, they know what they wanted. You got 2 players for, of course, the Dodgers. You got Ohtani and damn, I forgot this guy name. But hey, you got him. For the Lakers they need to step it up, and Darvin Ham needs to step it up. Before you get this job, right? Before landing the job with the Lakers, right? He was rejected 10 times. Celtics, Hornets, Bulls, Pacers, Wolves, Magic, Kings, Wizards, Clippers, and the Hawks. There was a reason why they didn't want to give him the job. There's a reason why they didn't give him the job, man. Darvin Ham got to step it up, man, because the team looking bad. Your team looking bad, bro. You know what I mean? So, we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, man, I'm excited. You hear it here first. You hear this here first, man. Shout out to Michigan football. You hear that first. Your boy might retire. You hear that here first. So when Andy Reid retire, you know what I mean? When he retired, man, you say, hey, man, this is what we was talking about. Nobody reporting that. You hear that here first. And this is what I do, man. Anyway, ex-Titan coach Mike Vrabel he couldn't get a job anywhere. Team was staying away from him. But he might get a job. You might see him at Wisconsin. with Luke, his best friend, Luke Fickell, calling him to give him a job. He might be the new defensive coordinator at Wisconsin. So look out for that. Mike Vrabel at Wisconsin. I said it first, man. All right. Bo Jackson won $21 million from his family. Blackmail. They were blackmailing him. They try to blackmail the guy, man. He won his case. Stay away from him. I already said that the Chip Kelly. I already posted a video with that with Chip Kelly leaving, which is crazy. Anyway, man, it's all love. It's all love, man. What am I missing here before I go? Before we set up for the Super Bowl, gearing up for the Super Bowl. There's a lot. What am I talking about? You know what I mean? Baker Mayfield was caught on the hot mic. Telling Steve Young his plan for free agency. Baker Mayfield, hey, he did enough. He did enough for Tampa Bay. For the possibility for him to get the job. But hey, you know what I mean? He wants to go back to the Bucks, but the money's there, man. You gotta pay him now. He was caught on the hot mic talking to Steve Young, but you gotta pay him. He did enough for the team. He took them to what they needed to do. He did what he needed to do. So we'll see what happens. The Jets, you gotta sign another. Well, I don't think you need another running back. You have the running back. You know what I mean? You have the running back on the roster. So you know what I mean? Give the guys a chance. Give the guys a chance. But there's a lot of stuff. You need a competent quarterback. The Jets need a quarterback, man. You need a backup a true backup quarterback in case Aaron Rodgers get hurt. Who you got? You know what I mean? I think Gardner Minshew called them. They didn't want him. You know what I mean? They didn't want him. Ryan Tannehill, I don't know, but I don't think Jacoby Brissett is a better fit, mobile. You know what I mean? That's what and you gotta get the offensive line, man. You gotta get a lot of those guys. You gotta let them go. Mekhi Becton, all those guys. You gotta let those guys go, man. And you need a wide receiver. Alan Lazard, you give Alan Lazard $44 million to do what? The New York Jets give Alan Lazard $44 million to do what? He didn't do anything. You know what I mean? You trade away Elijah Moore, Braxton Burrow, you let him walk, Miko Hardman, you know what I mean? Like to do what? So I don't know. But there's a lot that gotta happen, man. You know what I mean? A lot that gotta happen. But hey, anyway, man. I think that for there's a possibility for the Jets. You gotta go, go in the Super Bowl. For you to go to the Super Bowl, right? You know what I mean? Besides getting a backup, you need a wide receiver. You gotta pay Bryce Huff. You gotta pay him, and you gotta pay him. Give him his money, man. Give him his money. Anyway, man, Sports Talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subscription. You know what I mean? Giants also gonna move on from the player. You know what I mean? Saquon done a lot for the organization. With the franchise tag, put his body to a lot. And they they running away from him, man. Saquon done a lot for the organization. So hey, that's that. Anyway, I told you Mike Vrabel wants to be a defensive coordinator. He doesn't mind. Dallas don't want anything to do with him because McCarthy don't want him there because that's a challenge for McCarthy. McCarthy doesn't want anybody he's gonna look over his shoulder. You know what I mean? But he's going to Wisconsin. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Lakers not worried about the trade. You know what I mean? D'Angelo Russell's playing. He's doing what he got to do. He's playing. He's been doing his thing, bro. He's doing his thing. So you gotta take it as is. When he knew they were going to trade him, he was stepping it up. D'Angelo Russell, that is. And then for the Jets, defensive end Will McDonald, all last year he was very frustrated because he didn't, like what they told him when he was drafted to what he was doing is not the same. But of course, Robert Saleh, again, not a leader. He's a joke. Robert Saleh is a joke. Didn't know how to use the kid. He didn't know how to use the kid. The kid had an opportunity to be better. He didn't know how to use him. Guy's a joke. Robert Saleh is a joke. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.